Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you. I'm Brittany Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the Shine from the Inside Oracle, where I empower women to break free of the fear that stops them from being their authentic self and shining their light. I'm so excited to be here with you because this has been a massive revolution. This has been a massive rebirth and change during this time, and we are all going through our own personal transformations as well as collective transformations this week. So I want to take a moment to tune in and see, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I know Venus retrograde had absolutely no problem ripping through relationships relentlessly that aren't working. So many people that I know that have been in long-term relationships have ended those relationships. They found a change or a shift in the dynamic. And with Mercury going retrograde next week, we can expect all of our communication and technology to take a halt, to take a step back, to rest, to really give yourself time to rethink and reorganize the way that you're planning on moving forward. We've got a summer solstice next week, and Chris and I are headed out of town to celebrate the summer solstice in the mountains of Colorado. So next week would be a really good time to get out into nature and really set an intention. You know, the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere is the longest day of sun there is, so we have more amount of energy coming through. So building up this next week, I really feel like there's going to be like for all of us empaths over the last, I would say 3 months, easy to say, but over the last week or so, especially with all the injustice, you know, coming to a head and really being brought to our awareness, I think we've all been emotionally drained. So I have a feeling that next week, with the summer solstice coming around, we're going to be stepping into more energy. And what we do today, the rest that we do today, prepares us for the action that we take tomorrow. So I want to know, how are you feeling during all of these changes? Are you personally going through a transformation in your life? With that being said, I decided to not only pull my Shine from the Inside Oracle to read from today, but also Nature's Whisper Oracle deck that I picked up in Iceland. You guys know how much I love this deck, and I always consult it anytime there's massive changes happening on a global scale or there's a turning point in the season. I always like to look to nature because nature runs in cycles, and I think we're at a cycle where we're being called to rebirth, and when we rebirth, we have to let go of what isn't working anymore. If you think about the fall, it lets go of all the leaves that aren't serving it. And so I feel like this is going to be a representation of us letting go of the things that aren't working in our society, in our culture, and most importantly, in our own personal lives, because that's the only real contribution we can make, is what we do with our life, because our life then becomes an extension of that, of those principles, of that integrity, and it blends and like flows throughout all other areas of our life, including our family and our community. So I'm gonna pull cards from both the Nature's Whispers and the Shine from the Inside Oracle. Now, I've got a question for you before we begin. I would love your feedback on this. So I am putting the last final tweaks. You know, we launched the Shine from the Inside Oracle back in February. Well, now that it's in my hands, there's a few things that I want to tweak, and of course a couple of missing periods and spaces that I'm gonna update because, hey, hashtag Libra perfectionist, or rather excellentist. So I'm not beating myself up that there's some mistakes, but I'm actually going through and correcting them and adding things that I didn't even think of before it launched. Like, one of the things I'm going to add to the guidebook that I'm finding it to be this like common theme that happens is every time someone gets their Shine from the Inside Oracle, they always tag me in their first card pull. So that's one of the things that I'm going to include in the guidebook, is to tag me and let me know what is that first card that you get from the Shine from the Inside Oracle. So there's some fun little additions that are going to come in the next round, and I'm finishing up those tweaks today. But I have a question for you. Noodles. Guys, I spent 15 minutes playing with the cat, trying to tuck him into every bed we have. Like, I even set him out in the patio, which he loves, and he knew that Woo Woo Wednesday was coming, and he's knocking things around, trying to like participate in the magic. So I tried I even texted Chris and I said, I do not trust this cat right now. So Everyone send Noodles a little love and pray for me during today's live. All right, so I've got a question about the Shine from the Inside Oracle. I want to hear from you. One of the things that I've been thinking about, ooh, cards are already flying out. One of the things, oh guys, I love this card so much. You are perfectly beautiful. It just fell out of the deck. So one of the things that I want to do, and I'd love your feedback, so you have to let me know your honest truth. Right now, we don't have any foiled edges. So I originally thought I would add foil, but I only thought gold and silver were the option. Well, turns out that baby pink, like a light baby pink, a rose gold color, and lavender are both available. So it got me thinking. I did a poll and we finally came to the conclusion that we thought lavender was the better choice out of pink or purple. So I want to know, would you guys prefer that the edges have a lavender shiny like foiled edge, or do you like that they are like blank and then it's just the rainbow colors of the card? Let me know your personal thoughts on if you'd like to see the lavender foil or no foil. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Oh, Sophia, thank you for being here. Let me know if you guys are tuning in live. Hey, Julia. Hey, Teresa. It's so good to see you. Brooke says, yes. And Janelle says, yes. Oh my God, all those colors. Lavender, lavender, please. Okay, it sounds like I was right about that feeling that we need to add the lavender edges. I think it will just give it an even more magical extra touch. So thank you guys for your feedback. Lavender, girl, you are extra. Your creation babies need to be extra. Lavender all the way. I see the tribe in here. Yeah, look at the OG tribe. Sam's here, Tamika's here, Brooke's here. It's so good to see all of my, we call my original goddesses from the retreat my OGs. So it's so good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Daphne's here. Yes, Sophia says yes, lavender. Yes, definitely foil and shiny. Okay, done and done. It is as simple as that. So we are gonna add the lavender edges. Now with that being said, it will change a little bit of the texture of the card. Do you guys see this cat? I'm telling you, he's on a mission to fuck something up today. Now it will change the texture of the card. So right now they're like a matte finish with a little bit of soft, like a little bit of glide. I think they will have to be more of a glossy vibe. So it'll make the colors pop out and be a little bit more vibrant as well. So if that is okay with you guys, that the texture will change just a little bit, then that is how I can add the foiled edges. So that was part of the reason why I was like, I don't know if I want to change it. I picked this texture for a reason, but yeah, so there's that. I think we answered the question. I will finish up my edits on the Oracle and we will get that sent off to the printer. She said it takes about 3 months to do the reorder, and based on how you guys are buying these Oracle decks, we are gonna need to get that happening ASAP. So I have made that my priority this week to get that done so I can be totally done with this Oracle deck where all the final touches are done and I can close that chapter and move on to the next project. All right, so with that being said, I am ready to move on, and if you guys are ready for this reading, let me know in the comments below which deck you want me to start with, because I'm gonna pull cards from both the Shine from the Inside Oracle and the Nature's Whisper. I have a feeling all of you are, I don't know, I feel like you guys are gonna say Nature's Whispers because we haven't pulled from that deck in a while, but I'm gonna do both, so let me get those ready. And if you know a soul sister who would love this message, now would be a great time to tag them below to let them know they are invited to join in this beautiful elevating message. All right, orgasm card. It's funny you say that because when I was creating the Shine from the Inside deck, I actually wanted to make a card with a vibrator on it and talk about orgasms, but we ended up not including that in the deck, so maybe on the next one. All right, let's see. Love both. Britt, oh, it's so good to see you, Lindsay. All right. Oh, thank you guys for tagging your friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm gonna start with the Nature's Whispers because that's what I'm feeling we need to go with. So I picked up this deck in Iceland and I love to pull it anytime there are massive changes or transformations happening in the world so that we can kind of just tune in and see where do we need to pay attention to, because nature runs in cycles and so do we. And right now we are at the end of a chapter so that we can, cards just fell out, so that we can rebuild a new future together. All right. Three cards already came out, so we're gonna roll with it this week. That's when you know it's magical. It's just shuffling and then they dropped. So I'll pull that, and then actually while we're still here, I'm gonna shuffle the Shine from the Inside Oracle and give you guys some cards from there to see where we can focus on our own self-care. I feel like the Nature's Whispers will help us to collectively integrate what needs to be changed and transformed at this time, and then the Shine from the Inside can be a personal transformation and rebirth to represent where you can focus your attention in your own self-care and self-love journey. All right, so oh my gosh, guys, cards are flying today. And Stay Away from Drama showed up again this week. That's the third time. It showed up last week on Woo Woo Wednesday. It showed up on the Full Moon Goddess Gathering. I'm gonna set these cards down. 3 cards just fell out for the Shine from the Inside deck. Whoa, the cards are talkative today, so I'm just gonna catch up with everyone's live comments, make sure that you guys are all here and ready to go, and then we'll pull some cards and get this magic started. All right, the first card from the Nature's Whispers deck is Seek Beauty. What a beautiful card right now, because I was just talking to someone how as a Libra, I love to create things, create beautiful things. And I was just even sharing right here when we started that as a Libra, hashtag excellentist / perfectionist, I always want to find the beauty and make it even more beautiful, whether that starts with our hair or our hearts or even just graphics in general or room decor. I have this eye for beauty, and I'm so grateful for that gift. What this card is saying is that you have that talent within you to search for the beautiful things in life, to be able to see the silver linings, to be able to look at a painful and tragic moment and actually see the good that is coming from it or that can come from it. So this is a card that says, even though things are bleak, even though things are dark, this is your job as a light worker and a leader to search for the beauty that is available in every single moment. The universe has a message for all of us. Oh yeah, I mean, it's like, whew, just like busted out of the deck for all of us this week. All right, the next card is Renewal of Peace. This is something I've been talking a lot about this week, is if we want to create change, it starts with ourselves. And if we're coming from a place of anger, if we're coming from a place of blame or resentment or guilt or shame or anything less than love, then we're not making the most effective moves that we can make. And so right now we're being called to take a step back, to rest, to fill up your cup, to revitalize your energy. As I said last week, whenever we make decisions from a hangry state of mind, we make irrational choices. We say things we don't mean. We make moves that we don't want to make, and only because they're stemmed out of fear or anger or frustration or some kind of negative emotion. And when we see all of this injustice, it automatically invokes those negative emotions. So it can cause us to react. But what this card is saying, we need you to respond. If you're going to show up and be that leader and be a voice and a symbol for change, then we have to do it from a place of stability. And to find that, we have to seek relief from stress. We have to take a step back, and we have to renew our own peace, our own inner peace, and we have to take care of ourselves through self-care if we're going to show up and help to serve other people. So what can you do this week to take a step back, to find your inner peace, to ground yourself, to really get back to nature, and to find that sense of stability so that you can move forward with more courage, more energy? Because when it comes to transformation, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a big burst to create that momentum and movement towards change. So how can you take a step back, slow down, and find your inner peace this week? All right, what else? The loneliness is me stepping back. I'm feeling deeply lonely, but I keep being reminded of the beauty in that. You know, sometimes we have to, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And sometimes when we're going on a spiritual journey, it can create aloneness. But the loneliness comes from the choice of not letting love in or not seeking the support that is already available to you. So if you're feeling lonely rather than alone, I want to extend my love and my heart and my support to you to let you know that you are not alone, even if you have to take the self-discovery journey by yourself. You still have that support that wants to support you, that is here to love you and is surrounding you, but you maybe are just not focusing on the beauty of that and only seeing maybe the negatives that come along with doing that inner work. sitting outside watching birds and looking at my garden. What a great way to find beauty. I mean, to watch the birds move in the garden, and just to be reminded that tomorrow the sun will rise again, and that the birds are still singing, and that gives us hope for tomorrow. All right, the last card out of the Nature's Whispers is keep your dreams alive. Just like I said, giving us hope for tomorrow. This is a card that reminds us that you have an inner child, and that inner child has had a dream from the moment that you incarnated on this planet, and your mission is being called right now to step up, whether you're actively participating on your path or you're just starting to wake up and go, okay, like, I feel like I can contribute here. How can I serve? What is my role here? This is a reminder that even through the dark times, even through the hard times, even through the transformation, this is a reminder to keep that faith, to keep the hope that things will start to transform, but it's going to take all of us contributing. It's also going to take the belief that you have in yourself and in our community as a collective. I think it's going to take a lot of inner healing work for us to make this holistic healing happen on the planet. So what can you do right now to find belief in yourself, to find the beauty in your dreams, to find the courage and the rest and the energy that you need to build up and reserve before you step out and make those great changes in your life? All right, I pulled some cards. Well, all of them fell out of the Shine from the Inside Oracle, so I'm gonna read them to you from that deck. The first card is Breathe in Bliss and Exhale Bullshit. This card, I posted this card as the card of the day earlier this week because now is the time to rest, to breathe in the bliss, to find the beauty, to search for the silver lining, to fill up on hope and faith and peace and joy, knowing that we're going to need that to be able to win this, let me use the right word, to win this, it's not a war. It can't be a war. Wars are never, it's not the right word, but I don't know what it is. To let the light shine, to finally be seen, to finally have a voice out there, to finally be heard, to finally use this opportunity to be able to make some changes here that we know we need to make. It's not about fighting the old, but rather rebuilding the new, and that's been said in the past, and so now we really have to implement that. We can't just keep fighting the old. We have to say, what's the next step forward? What's that positive solution? How are we gonna continue on and do things differently with no blueprint from what we used in the past? Melinda says, thank you from New Zealand. Daphne says, conflict. Emily says, shift. You guys knew where I was going. Like, couldn't find the right word, but you knew exactly where. I mean, this is a change. This is a turning point. This is a transition for all of us to collectively play our part. We are going through a shadow to bring in the light. Yeah, you guys are exactly on the vibe that I'm talking about. So breathe in bliss and exhale all the bullshit. Take time to practice your yoga, to meditate. Whatever you need to do to cultivate more mindful practices in your life is going to help you to find that peace, overcome these challenges, and lead with our hearts 100%. All right, next card from the Shine from the Inside is You Are Pure Magic. Wow, what a great card to remind you that you have everything you need within you to make these changes, not only in your personal life, but the revolution of love that needs to happen here on this planet. That you are here, you are a divine soul with every skill and quality that you need. Your love and your creativity expressed in this world are exactly the potent medicine that we all need. So remember that you have everything you need to make these changes. You are strong, you are capable, and you are pure magic. The next card is Surround Yourself with Your Soul Tribe. What a great card for people who might be feeling alone, especially during this quarantine time. We've all had to kind of take an inward look into our perspective and to ask ourselves, like, where are we at? What am I doing on my path? Why am I here? Am I being fulfilled by this? And who's there to support me? Who's got my back? So this is a great card to take a look and do an inventory. With Venus retrograde, Mercury, all the retrogrades happening right now, now's a great time to do an inventory check and really see who are those people that I'm surrounding myself with, and are they positively serving me? Are they lifting me up? Or are they creating toxicity in my life? Now would be a good time to kind of reassess who you're spending your time with, and surround yourself with the ones that make you feel good. If you surround yourself with people that make you feel like shit, you're hanging out with the wrong people. What is the first deck? The first deck is the Nature's Whispers Oracle by Angela Hartfield. All right, last card for the week. We had a big message this week, and that is stay away from drama. This card has come up 3 times this week. Once last week for Woo Woo, once on Friday for the Goddess Gathering Full Moon card pull, and then today it is here again. I even pulled it in a tarot reading for a client this week. This message is loud and clear. Stay away from drama because it drains your energy. At the beginning of this reading, the Nature's Whispers deck reminded us to take time to find our inner peace, to renew ourselves. So this is another reminder to stay away from the energy and the people that do drain you. If turning on your social media and seeing all the injustice is draining you, I want you to be aware enough to know that that is affecting you, and you need to take a step back so that you can figure out how to protect yourself, how to ground your energy so that you can respond rather than react. Because drama typically puts us in victim mode and reaction mode. And so if you want to come from a place of peace, if you want to be a source of light and love and to be a leader of change, then you have to come from a place of love. It has to come from your heart. And when you're coming from your head and you're spouting off a bunch of nonsense, then people aren't moved by that. People are moved by things that are done with love and things that come from the heart and soul. So this is reminding you that it takes effort to come from that place, especially in a time of chaos. So to be mindful, to take a step back from the drama, to take a step back from the negative energy, not to say that it isn't happening, it's constantly happening, but we have to remove ourselves from that if we're gonna fill up, and then be able to go back out into that, into the world with like that protective, peaceful layer on top of us so that we don't get burnt out and we don't get walked on like a doormat, as most empaths do if we don't protect ourselves. So how many of you are feeling like you need to take a step back? You need to rest. You need to like gain your footing and ground yourself so that you can come from a firm foundation when wanting to speak your truth and make changes in your life. All right, I'm gonna tune in and see any questions that you guys have. Seriously, exhaling brought me to tears. Wow, yeah, let it all go, let it all out. This is a beautiful time with that full moon and the eclipse that we had on Friday of just a purging, physical things, emotional things, the negative thoughts, the old beliefs and labels that you carry. There's so many areas for us to purge at this time, and I think it's gonna have to start with ourselves if we're really gonna make a difference here. So I wanna know, how are you experiencing all these changes in your life? Have you noticed things are transforming? Have you noticed there's areas in your life that you can no longer ignore that darkness, that you have to you have to pay attention and create awareness? I know it's uncomfortable, but change is always bringing about that next level of positivity, of growth, and experience that we need for our souls to evolve. This cat, what are you doing, Nannies? He is just a mess today. All right, any thoughts, questions, ideas on how you're feeling this week, or any aha moments from today's reading? I appreciate you guys being here. I'm so grateful for the Shine Tribe Sisterhood and all the love and the support that you guys are offering. It's so beautiful to see us coming together and creating an even deeper bond for us to all stand together in equality and unity and love and peace. So I appreciate you having the courage to shine your light in a world of darkness at this time, because we really need those leaders with love in their heart to step up and show the way. Anxiety that resides in my body. Yeah, we've got to let it out. Anxiety is living in the future and planning to fail. It's thinking about all the things that could go wrong. So if we're gonna do that, at least prepare for how can I handle that? How can I expect to deal with that? Use it for a short moment, but don't allow anxiety to live with you 24/7. It's just a reminder, hey, there might be something that could go wrong. Future project, come up with a positive solution, and then come back to the present moment with the faith that you know you'll be able to handle any of those changes that you're worried about in the future. I love what you said about the soul tribe. Absolutely. I mean, we may not be born to the perfect family that gets us, but we do have a soul family here that will support us. And it really is a matter of you guys letting that love in. So if you feel lonely, put out a call. I'm calling out for my soul tribe. I'm looking for that person or those people that get me, that support me, that will understand me and love me for me. And if you don't have that tribe, then I highly recommend you check out the SHINETRIBE Sisterhood Facebook community if you're not already a part of it. Man, this has been so fun joining you guys here on Woo Woo Wednesday. I'm so grateful that you guys have been telling me that you pull a card every single day, and these messages have helped to empower you, to help you stay accountable to your self-love journey. And you know, to be honest, there's so many great messages in here about loving yourself so that you can love each other without judgment and criticism. And I truly believe the best work that we can do begins within. It starts with you. If you're not healed and whole, then how are you going to help and contribute to this planet? So do what you need to do to heal what pains and issues that you have in your life, and that'll be the biggest and best contribution you can make to this planet. All right, anything else? Letting go of anger and resentment, allowing forgiveness to open the door. Absolutely beautiful. You know, anger lets us know that something is unfair, and resentment means that we haven't spoken up for it for a long time. And forgiveness gives us the freedom to let that go and to take responsibility for our part in all of those experiences as well. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys would love to pick up a copy of the Shine from the Inside Oracle deck, you guys can go to shinefromtheinsideoracle.com. You can also do a virtual card pull right there on the website. So if you're not ready to pick up the Oracle deck, then you can do your daily reading right there on the website. So be sure to go pull a card for yourself to find out what message you personally need for your self-love journey at this time. And if you make a purchase of the Shine from the Inside Oracle through the website, you'll automatically, well, not automatically, you have to sign up for it, but you will be invited to join the 3 free goodies that I have available for you, from my most popular self-love meditation to access to the first module of Shine School and a digital copy of the guidebook, so you can take this wisdom on the go wherever you're at. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been such a pleasure connecting with you. If there's anything that you need, reach out, DM me. I'm here, I've got your back. And if you'd like a one-on-one reading with me, you know where to find me, or you can go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot to learn more about how you can book a 1-hour empowerment coaching call with me. I will catch you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series, and then we are out for Colorado next week. We'll see if we'll do a Woo Woo Wednesday, but I'm pretty much turning off my phone. So if I can get a good signal, I may show up with a little surprise. But before I go, I've got one last special announcement. On Friday, we have a very exciting announcement dropping. So on the Elevated Life, we'll be letting you guys know, I'm gonna let you guys know since you're with me here today, the Elevated Life podcast is coming. So many of you have been asking for years, and to be honest, we've had episodes recorded on our laptop for 4 or 5 years now, and we just haven't gotten to it. We love showing up on the videos live every Friday for the Elevated Life series, but we wanted to expand our platform to help get that message of love and elevating every area of your life out to the world. And we have heard your request. Podcast it is dropping on Friday. And if you're in the SHINETRIBE Sisterhood, I may have surprised you with the first episode before everyone else gets it live on Friday. So thank you so much for being here. We will celebrate with you on Friday on the Elevated Life series. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.